Between prep and pros, there are over 1,200 football stadiums in the state of Texas, but this one needs no introduction. In the fall, Jerry's World is home to the Dallas Cowboys. College sports. And starting this week, Texas high school football. Playoffs are here, and state is 1 month away. Before you take your tailgate and the hot dogs hit the grill, let's play a little catch-up. By district is in the books, and after the first round, 704 teams across 6 classes and 12 divisions is down to 352.
Round 2.
Moving into the area portion of the bracket.
Fight!
Games begin to be played here at 1 AT&T Way in Arlington. The Jumbotron won't only be on for Friday Night Lights. 6 games are played in 3 days, 1 on Thursday night, a pair on Friday evening, and a trio across Saturday. You can find time codes for each game preview in the video description. What better team to kick off 2019 high school football at AT&T Stadium than back-to-back-to-back state champs, Highland Park. The Scots play Magnolia at 7 o'clock on Thursday. Highland Park senior quarterback Chandler Morris, fresh off his decommitment from Arkansas, looks to carry the Scots to their 4th straight title. Highland Park's sole loss this year came at the hands of Lone Star on September the 13th. It snapped not only Highland Park's 33-game win streak, but their 84-game, 21-year-long home game win streak. Both teams advancing. Highland Park over Magnolia on Thursday and Lone Star over College Station on Friday sets up a rematch next week. The winner of that game would become the frontrunners in the 5A Division I bracket. Coach Randy Allen can take a step toward adding a 7th state title to his already illustrious resume. In his team's way are the 8-3 Bulldogs, as Magnolia looks to stun the Scots. For the 4th straight year, perennial contenders Southlake, Carroll, and DeSoto go face-to-face in the second round, this time at AT&T Stadium at 4:30 p.m. on Friday. Carroll has eliminated DeSoto each of the last 2 seasons, winning last year's duel 41-20. But don't be so fast to compare last year's Eagles with this new-look team. DeSoto comes off a dominant 44-6 by-district win over Skyline, the same team they narrowly edged 55-53 last year. Earlier this month, DeSoto finished a 2-point conversion shy of downing rival Cedar Hill, the same team they were handedly beaten by last season, 32-17. Dual-threat quarterback Samari Collier and lethal wideout Lawrence Arnold Jr. can give defenses fits. But the unbeaten Dragons do rightfully enter as favorites. Carroll torched Louisville 84-6 for a by-district title last week and has proven themselves every step of the way this year, namely in a 46-34 win over DFW Power Denton Geyer in October. Despite losing last year's star rusher TJ McDaniel, the Dragons' offense has not missed a beat due to the play of quarterback Quinn Ewers, who has become a bona fide star in his breakout sophomore campaign. Clemson commit RJ Mickens continues to make plays on both sides of the ball. Carroll looks to be on a straight-line trajectory for a quarterfinals meetup with Duncanville, the only team to beat the Dragons in the Riley Dodge era. But if Carroll isn't careful, this DeSoto team may have the ammo to provide a surprise knockout in the area round. On Friday night at 8 p.m. from AT&T Stadium, Allen may be facing its toughest test until the semis. Just as they did last season, Allen meets Rockwall with an area title up for grabs and elimination at stake. Last year's contest saw a thriller with over 90 points scored as Allen advanced in a 52-40 win, but some new faces star on each side this time around. Besides Allen, Rockwall presents the highest-ranked team in Region 2 of the 6A Division I bracket. The Yellow Jackets trot out one of the Metroplex's most dangerous offenses, highlighted by 5-star receiver, Ohio State pledge, Jackson Smith-Njigba. Slinging him the rock is sophomore stud quarterback Braden Locke. But can it be enough to oust unbeaten Allen? Hybrid quarterback Raylan Sharp is downright dangerous out of the backfield with his legs and his arm. Despite 5-star wideout Theo Weiss now being in Norman, junior brothers Bryson and Blaine Green have kept the Eagles' offense lethal through the air. While Allen is perfect through 11 games, Rockwall has 2 losses to their name. However, each came against reigning state champions and under unique circumstances. The Jackets' 66-59 season opening loss against Highland Park went down to the wire despite it being Locke's first career start. Their 49-3 blowout at the hands of East Texas Power Longview may have been deceptive, since Smith-Njigba was forced out early due to injury. Allen is often seen as Dallas-Fort Worth's best threat to unseat Duncanville in the semifinals, but to get that far, The Eagles will first have to do as they did last year and end Rockwall's season. Telling by Rockwall's 6-game win streak, that may be easier said than done. At high noon on Saturday, AT&T Stadium hosts Guyer and Cedar Hill, Dallas-Fort Worth Powers, who are the highest-ranked teams in Region 1 of the 6A Division II bracket. This isn't the only time this year these teams have played at a neutral site. It's a rematch of September's Cotton Bowl Classic, in which a last-second touchdown run by Guyer running back Cadrick Cobbs secured a 40-36 win. Since that Week 2 win started Guyer off unbeaten, the Wildcats have lost only once, 46-34 against Southlake Carroll. Cobbs has proven to be one of the state's premier running backs this season, scoring an absurd 33 touchdowns over an 11-game stretch. Junior dual-threat quarterback and Texas A&M pledge Eli Stowers has kept the Wildcats' offense multidimensional. Outside of their season-opening win against state champ Aledo and their loss to Carroll, the Guyer defense has consistently shut down offenses. Last week, a 245 5-touchdown night by Cobbs against a stingy Hebron defense helped Guyer run away with a 50-30 by-district win. Since their loss to Guyer slapped Cedar Hill with an 0-2 record to start the year, the Longhorns have rattled off 9 wins in a row. A win earlier this month over crosstown rival DeSoto proved Cedar Hill could play with the big boys. While they were beaten by Pierce in by-district last year, Cedar Hill defeated Pierce 38-20 this time around in the first round. Quarterback Caden Salter has found his rhythm in this offense, and receiver Quinn Bright is making plays left and right. However, Guyer presents a different monster than what Cedar Hill has faced through district play. So can Guyer beat Cedar Hill twice in 1 year, this time eliminating the Horns? Or will Cedar Hill take revenge, win their 10th straight, and make a statement in Jerry's world? We'll figure out on Saturday afternoon. Saturday's 3:30 p.m. contest at AT&T Stadium features nationally ranked Duncanville and Flower Mound. The last time Duncanville set foot on this field, they left empty-handed and broken-hearted. 11 months since their state championship loss to North Shore, Reginald Samples and the since-perfect Panthers look to make this stadium the site of their program's first title in 21 years. Speaking of rewriting history, the Jags had a special first in its by-district game last week. Thanks to a last-second touchdown pass from quarterback Blake Short, Flower Mound outlasted Keller 31-30, claiming its first-ever playoff win 20 years after the school opened its doors. It's an admirable story and surely does not hurt the Jaguars' confidence. Unfortunately for Flower Mound's chances on Saturday, Duncanville is not Keller.
Live all year long, man. Hey, Duncanville go live all year long, man.
Recognized unanimously as the state's #1 team, the unbeaten Panthers have wreaked havoc upon any opponent this season, be it a district opponent or even Washington, D.C.'s coveted St. John's, en route to a return to the 6A Division I state championship. Most of Duncanville's games this season have been over by halftime, just as it was in their by-district matchup with South Grand Prairie, when the Panthers led by 45 at half. Senior quarterback and Texas commit Jaquinnon Jackson figures to give Flower Mound defenders headaches, just as he's done anytime he's hit the field since 2018. Duncanville's defense, led by senior safety and Auburn commit Chris Thompson Jr., has almost been impenetrable. It's allowed offenses an average of just over 3 points per game through the regular season. Mind you, most of that damage was done in the second half, while the Panthers starters had already been subbed out. If Flower Mound has a chance on Saturday, it'll be through the arm of senior quarterback Blake Short, hands of Reed Touchstone, and legs of Pierce Hudgens. Barring a jaw-dropping area-round shocker, expect 2018 state runner-ups Duncanville to continue blazing their determined path back to this same field.
On the state, let's go!
At 7 p.m. on Saturday from the field of AT&T Stadium, Braswell and Red Oak go at it for an area title. It's a matchup between two of the better teams in the 5A Division II bracket and a rematch of these teams' season opener, which Braswell won at home 48-27. In only its 4th year of playing varsity, Little Elm's Braswell High School has transformed its football program from a no-name to a contender. Despite staring 1-2 in the face, the Bengals went undefeated through district, stringing together what's now an 8-game win streak. Since their loss to Braswell in August, Red Oak has won 10 consecutive games. The streak included sealing an impressive 28-21 win over South Oak Cliff and breezing through district competition. With both teams entering Arlington on fire, one must be extinguished, while the other extends their win streak and advances to the regional round, red hot.